What would happen if 1.9 billion people moved in the same direction? Not someday, not gradually, tomorrow. Same focus, same discipline, same purpose. It sounds impossible, but that's not the real question. The real question is, what's stopping it? Because it's not numbers, it's not ability, it's not even opportunity. It's something far more subtle and far more dangerous. Disconnection. Not from each other first, but from what made unity possible in the first place. Because unity is not built on agreement. It's built on alignment. And alignment comes from something higher than opinions. There was a time when unity wasn't an idea. It was reality. Different tribes, different backgrounds, different personalities, but one direction, and that direction made them unstoppable, not because they were perfect, but because they were aligned. Now compare that to today. Same declaration of faith, same Quran, same prophet, but completely different priorities. Everyone moving, but not together. Everyone speaking, but not listening. Everyone reacting, but not building. And that's why nothing changes, because movement without direction is just noise. Imagine this. If Muslims united tomorrow, the first thing that would change is not the world, it's you. Your habits would change, your priorities would shift, your discipline would rise, because unity forces accountability. You can't hide in a group that's moving with purpose. You either grow or you get left behind. And that pressure builds strength. But right now, there is no pressure to grow. Because inconsistency is normal, distraction is normal, weak discipline is normal. So no one feels the need to rise. And that's the trap. Because when weakness becomes normal, strength feels extreme, so people avoid it. They call it too much, too strict, too intense, too serious. But that mindset is exactly what keeps everything stagnant. Now take it further. If unity actually happened, resources would shift, time would be valued differently, energy would be redirected. Instead of competing with each other, people would build together. Instead of tearing down, they would elevate. Instead of reacting, they would lead. And that's when real change begins. Because the world doesn't respond to potential, it responds to action. And unity multiplies action. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't actually want unity. They want control. They want their version to dominate, their opinion to win, their perspective to lead. And that's not unity. That's ego. Because unity requires something difficult. Letting go. Letting go of pride. Letting go of superiority. Letting go of the need to always be right. And most people aren't ready for that. So they talk about unity, but contribute to division. Every argument, every judgment, every assumption, it adds up, quietly, until unity becomes impossible. Not because it can't exist, but because no one is willing to sacrifice for it. So the idea of if Muslims united tomorrow remains just that, an idea. But here's where it changes. Because unity doesn't start with billions. It starts with individuals, with you. The way you speak, the way you respond, the way you handle ikhtilaf. Do you build or break? Do you listen or react? Do you seek truth or validation? Because every small interaction is either moving things closer to unity or further away from it. And most people underestimate that. They think change requires something massive, but it doesn't. It requires consistency, small shifts, repeated daily. Because when enough individuals change, the collective changes. And when the collective changes, the world responds. So yes, if Muslims united tomorrow, the world would change. But that's not where the focus should be. The focus should be, what are you doing today? That makes unity more possible tomorrow? Because if your actions don't reflect it, then you're not waiting for unity. You're delaying it. And that delay is costing more than you think. So start small. Fix your intention. Control your reactions. Respect differences. And build where you can. Because unity is not something you wait for. It's something you create. One decision at a time. If this made you think differently, subscribe, because the next video might change how you see everything.